I thought I was going to get the
This
first
is
one.
the first one.
I know.
Oh my gosh. I picture me as a little kid.
Oh, cutie.
Look how cute. Oh, me pregnant with Mackelty.
Whoa.
That's my graduation day.
Whoa.
Look at that. Hey, wait.
Whoa.
Oh, cutie.
It's my boy.
With Kody because he called Ken to come on a family vacation. And I said, please don't.
The camera crew followed Kody that day too. He rushed home to Robyn. He needed to check in on, I don't know, the kids, her feelings about my labor.
You won't believe the tea we're spilling today. From secret breakups to shocking lies, this is unreal tea. Hit subscribe before the drama starts. Welcome, everyone. Sister Wives Season 19 didn't only reveal Kody Brown's broken relationships. It destroyed the illusion that previously bound the Brown family together. This season served up more than drama. It revealed buried secrets, destroyed illusions, and compelled one man, Kody Brown, to at last confront the emotional damage he had done. But the cameras may have stopped rolling. Christine Brown-Woolley hasn't. In a shocking turn of events, Christine is exposing one of the most tragic and provocative moments in Sister Wives history, a moment hidden in Season 1 but seared into her psyche for good. A mother's betrayal in the delivery room. Picture yourself about to give birth to your child. You're by yourself in a hospital room, your water's broken, your blood pressure is plummeting, and your baby, already a miracle after miscarriage, is struggling. And the one man who should be by your side? He's not there. Not because he's delayed in traffic. Not because of an emergency. But because he went to go visit his fiancée. While you hurt, he kisses another woman. And he doesn't return until you summon him yourself. That was Christine Brown-Woolley's life. And now, more than a decade on, she's finally willing to speak out about it. What she has to say might just forever alter the way the world perceives Kody Brown. Christine Brown rewinds to Season 1 and reopens old wounds in a bare and exposed Instagram reel. Christine reads from her new memoir, Sister Wife, a memoir of faith, family, and finding freedom. Her words cut through the screen, taking fans back to Season 1, Episode 4 of Sister Wives, when she gave birth to Truley Brown. Except there was one glaring omission, Kody. Christine describes the scene, her contractions growing stronger, her medical risk mounting, and Kody, rather than being by her side, dashing off to be with Robyn Brown. Robyn was only his fiancée at the time. But Kody cared more about Robyn's emotional welfare than Christine's medical emergency. Christine doesn't suppress her astonishment. With a clenched smile, she asks out loud, he had to check in the children? My feelings about my labor? Was it favoritism? Or something much worse? Christine had suffered the loss of a miscarriage the previous year. This labor wasn't emotional, it was risky. Truley was lying high, Christine's blood pressure was crashing, and she was already terribly exposed. And Kody? He walked away. When she needed him most, he was gone. Worse, Christine had to call him back herself. The fans have argued for years about whether or not Kody really needed to grab his bag, or if this was simply an excuse for spending time with Robyn. His family was going to the hospital anyway. Couldn't someone have taken his stuff? The sneaky kiss that shattered the illusion. Further into that same moment, something caught my eye. Kody and Robyn sharing a clandestine kiss, attempting, and then failing, to conceal it from the cameras. The same duo who, in Season 19, vocally announced that their romance was wholesome and church-sanctioned. But viewers watched the footage. They watched the kiss. They watched the half-shut door. And they overheard Kody laughing about kissing his girlfriend with his wife in labor. This was not a man divided between two obligations. This was a man picking one woman over another, publicly, unapologetically, in the midst of one of his wife's most vulnerable life moments. When Christine needed a husband, Kody played doctor. It wasn't enough that he had betrayed his wife, Kody had to make it worse. Rather than standing next to Christine in delivery, hand in hand, comforting her, Kody began talking to the doctor. But it wasn't small talk, he asked the doctor for IVF guidance for Meri Brown. Right there. In the delivery room. While Christine was laboring to bring Truley into the world. Even the doctor blushed. And Christine? She felt invisible. Robyn's pregnancy, a stark contrast that haunts fast forward a year. Robyn has Solomon Brown. Kody is stuck at her side. There. Loving. Committed. The double standard could not be more evident. And Christine never forgot it. Recalling Truley's birth in her memoir was not just about the pain, it was about acknowledging, at that moment, that her marriage was never going to be what she dreamed. Tell-all bombshells, the last nail in Kody's plural marriage coffin. Season 19's tell-all wasn't a recollection of hurt from the past, it revealed current betrayals. Every other scene was yelling about favoritism, avoidance, and denial. Rather than taking responsibility, Kody finger-pointed. And Robyn? She wept through every question and dodged clear answers. But the biggest bombshell? Kody's response to Christine's new relationship. Is Kody Brown truly happy for Christine? Or just playing along? In the course of his interview with Suki Krishnan, Kody was shown clips of Christine and David Woolley, her current husband, openly affectionate. The contrast was dramatic, Christine laughing, smiling, hugging, and finally free. Kody's reaction? He expressed gladness that she was happy. That he respected her for being able to manifest the love she had always yearned for. Initially, it sounded mature. But what he said next shattered that illusion. He referred to their 25-plus-year marriage as merely a good time experience. For a woman who had given birth to his children, who had hung in there through years of neglect and emotional deprivation, it was a cold brush off. Kody keeps rewriting history, but Christine has the truth. This was not the first time Kody had minimized his history. He has made a habit of playing it cool when discussing his previous wives. But each time he does, he shows how unavailable he really was. Kody still plays the role of the misunderstood hero. But Christine, Janelle, and Meri, they experience the reality. And Christine's testimony is exposing it all. Christine's healing journey with David Woolley is not rewriting history like Kody is. He is assisting Christine in coming to terms with it. During the tell-all, David doesn't hold back. He acknowledges Christine was starved for love. Christine does too. There's no shame, no rage, just truth. Their daughter Isabel attests to it too. Christine always yearned for more emotional intimacy, and Kody never provided it. Now, with David, that intimacy is ever present. Christine's children embrace the change. Her happiness is their tranquility. While Christine moves on, Kody and Robyn remain stuck. Meri is rebuilding. Janelle is healing. Christine has moved forward. But Kody and Robyn? They're going in circles. Bitter, on the defensive, trapped in stories that no longer benefit them. Kody used to say he did everything he could to preserve his plural marriages. But now he's rewriting those relationships as empty. It's not evolving. It's evasion. Christine's memoir isn't a tale. It's a settling of accounts. And when it arrives, on bookshop shelves, one thing will be evident: Kody Brown didn't lose his wives. He lost the truth. The children speak out, and their words sting the most. As Christine Brown's book picks up momentum, it's not only her voice that's ringing out in the Sister Wives fandom, it's the voices of the next generation. The Brown children, who previously kept their opinions to themselves for the sake of the show and their parents, are slowly speaking out. And their stories are peeling away even more painful truths. On private podcast interviews and subdued social media entries, a theme is repeating itself: they noticed everything. Some remember the way Kody would walk into a room and make his way directly to Robyn and her kids. Others ache with memory of family meals when Kody hardly even greeted them, even if they hadn't heard from him in days. It was not subtle. It was piercing, repeated, and deeply painful. Next up, Isabel's devastating comment that went viral. Janelle's subdued admission of her kids' resentment, and why one of Christine's children uttered, "We never had a father. Just a man who visited." To be continued. This tale isn't done, it's only just begun. As Christine's tale sends shockwaves across social media, the image of the Brown family starts to change, and not for Kody's benefit. Season 19 was going to be one of rebuilding, of healing, but it has turned into a reflection of the years of unresolved anger, unjust treatment, and fall of a man who promised to love her equally. Christine's book not only criticizes Kody for not showing up for Truley's birth but also illustrates in a haunting way what this moment said about her spiritually and emotionally. She writes of sitting alone, hurting and afraid, discovering the man she had devoted her life to was with another woman emotionally, physically, and spiritually. That picture, once shielded by the show's flashy music and smiling faces, is now uncovered for the world to see. And Robyn? Her name doesn't come up a lot in the memoir, but her shadow is prominent. Christine doesn't have to accuse her straight out. Rather, she details the cycle, the decisions Kody made, the time he invested, and the focus he diverted, all revolving around Robyn. It's obvious who the priority turned out to be, even in moments that should have been sacred. Fans are now rewatching past episodes, analyzing every look and every word with newfound insight. "How did we miss this?" one fan posted. Christine was telling us all along, in her eyes, in her silence, in the way she had to cheerlead her own strength because no one else would. Kody, on the other hand, appears ill-equipped to handle the tempest. At a recent tell-all, his voice hovers between defiance and defensiveness. "I was there as much as I could be," he asserts. But the harm is already done. The picture of him spending the evening with Robyn while Christine delivered alone has become symbolic. It's not simply about Truley's arrival. It's about every woman ever left for someone else. It's about priorities, commitment, and where love is demonstrated, or isn't, when it counts most. Christine, however, isn't upset, not in the way some may assume. Her voice is thoughtful, even gracious. I just had to say it, she says. Not to lash out, but to release that side of me. And it's that grace, that courage, that makes her tale so compelling. Viewers aren't just mad at Kody, they're moved by Christine. Her choice to leave, to seek out David, and to find joy again, is becoming a template for anyone stuck in spiritual or emotional limbo. Even Meri and Janelle, while still finding their own ways, have been quietly supportive. Janelle liked a recent post complimenting Christine's courage. Meri reposted a quote about picking peace over faking. The sister wives might have broken, but their common pain is a silent bond, one that even Kody can't completely remove. As this book ends, viewers are wondering, what's next? Will Kody answer in kind, with honesty, apology, or more simply defensiveness? Will Robyn ever admit to the part she played, even indirectly, in how everything went wrong? And will the Brown kids, particularly those who witnessed these dynamics play out before their eyes, begin speaking up? Because one thing is for sure now, Christine's story has been told. And there's no turning back. As Christine's book continues to rock the foundation of all that Sister Wives ever was, the ripple effects aren't just landing on Kody, they're reopening old scars throughout the entire family. While Christine opted for peace rather than bitterness, her revelations have caused a whirlwind off stage, particularly among the grown Brown children, who were required for years to smile for the cameras and remain silent. Silence no longer seems secure. It starts quietly. An enigmatic Instagram story from Gwendolyn, one sentence, we all knew. Just couldn't say it. The post disappears within 24 hours, but screenshots spread like wildfire across fan pages. Overnight, the long-muted children are being viewed, not as extras, but as witnesses and victims of emotional imbalance, spiritual manipulation, and deeply broken parenting. Peyton, never willing to hold his tongue, begins to tease during a live stream that more truth is on the way. Y'all have no idea what happened when the cameras weren't on, he declares. Christine's book is just the starting point, not the entire story. And that scares Kody. Behind the scenes, insiders close to production say Kody has started badgering TLC to change the story. He desires more screen time, not to apologize, but to justify. They're painting me like I was never there, he supposedly told producers in a tense summit. I had 4 wives. I was stretched thin. That's not abandonment. That's life. But TLC sniffs ratings golden raw, unfiltered truth. The network doesn't want to smooth over the past any longer. They want it messy, real, honest. And Christine, now confident and backed by the audience, is the very sort of central figure they're counting on. A mother silenced no more, standing tall with pen in hand where previously she'd stood with a plea. As production picks up for a second tell-all special, the tension is palpable. Meri arrives alone, guarded but calm. Janelle arrives with Logan and Savannah in tow, a subtle demonstration of solidarity. Christine shows up last, in a pale green blouse and toting a compact copy of her book, not as a bludgeon, but as a marker. She leaves it on the table across from her, not uttering a word. And then there's Robyn. Wrapped in a black coat and huge dark glasses, Robyn appears to be going off to battle. But her weapon isn't anger, it's denial. When interrogated about Christine's admissions, she slowly shakes her head. I don't know why she's doing this, she whispers. We all had difficulties. But keeping it all dragging now? It hurts the children. That single sentence shifts everything. Because now, the gloves are off. Christine answers coolly, no, Robyn. What hurt the children was faking everything being okay when it wasn't. What hurts them is watching their mother cry in private and smile in public. What hurts them is watching a father choose selective loyalty. What am I doing now? This is healing. This is truth. The silence in the room is heavy. Even the cameras hesitate. Kody, watching from the green room, is fuming. He storms into the studio moments later, demanding to speak. You think you're the only one who sacrificed? He sneers at Christine. You all behave as if I had it better, as if I didn't suffer too. But Christine doesn't blink. You suffered from consequences, Kody. We suffered because of your decisions. It's the quote that covers every tabloid the following day. Fans go wild. The hashtags #Christine Speaks and #Kody Consequence Tour trend within hours. TikTok creators start analyzing Kody's old interviews, juxtaposing what he said against Christine's book. One top creator dissects one 2015 clip where Kody jokes away Christine's tears, a moment that originally aired as innocuous now seems heartbreakingly mean-spirited. And then the huge explosion. Hunter Brown uploads a brief video to his private YouTube channel. Serene and composed, he addresses the camera directly. There's a distinction between being a father by name and being there. Many of us were raised without even knowing what a good marriage was. Christine did try. More than anyone. I saw her bear pain she didn't deserve. The video hits 3 million views in 3 days. Even Christine appears flabbergasted by the response. She creates an emotional thank you video, fighting back tears. I didn't write the book to hurt anyone, she tells viewers. I wrote it to finally be free. And I hope, somehow, it helps others free themselves too. Back at TLC, however, executives are racing to rebrand the future of the show. The notion of sticking with Sister Wives as it is comes off as dated. There's a rumor of a rebrand, perhaps an all-new series focusing on Christine's next phase, with guest spots for Janelle, Meri, and the grown kids. Working title? Christine's Truth. Kody, unsurprisingly, is apoplectic. He charges that the network is trying to erase the real patriarch. But it's obvious the viewers no longer regard him as the center. If anything, he's become the cautionary tale. A threat wrapped in charm, control, and fading power. With production preparing for one last family sit-down, a genuine, unscripted hour of closure, tension is like nothing else. Christine sits among Janelle and Meri, the 3 women no longer wives but survivors. Kody sits across from them, arms crossed, face inscrutable. Robyn is silent, her hands clamped tightly in her lap. And the host only asks one question: if you could turn back time and tell yourself one thing at the start of this journey, what would it be? Christine takes a deep breath. I'd tell myself, don't mix up sacrifice with love. And don't wait for someone to notice your value, notice it yourself first. Janelle nods. Meri gets choked up. Robyn avoids eye contact. And Kody? He remains silent. Because sometimes silence is the last answer remaining when the truth is louder than anything you'd ever be able to utter. Just when fans believed that the tempest had passed, there comes a new emotional earthquake that rocks the Brown family. One that yanks old wounds wide open. Christine's discoveries were already causing shockwaves, but now, beneath the glitzy veneer of reality television, secrets are bubbling to the surface, and this time around, it's not abandonment. It's betrayal. Behind the scenes, insiders reveal there was a moment that never made the airwaves, a moment Christine supposedly accused Kody of something even more heartbreaking than missing Truley's birth, a private exchange of messages she discovered between Kody and Robyn from just days prior to that evening. In those texts, Kody purportedly promised Robyn that he would not allow emotional chaos from the other wives to disrupt their tranquility. Christine, standing by herself, and in labor, was included in that chaos. He was sending one wife comforting texts as another was single and on the verge of giving birth. This discovery doesn't merely offend. It devastates. Christine reportedly sat on all of this for years. She didn't wish to destroy the family image and didn't wish to ruin the father of her children. But the price of silence became too much. In her book, and now in post-publication interviews, she whispers hints. I was silent to shield someone who didn't shield me, she responds in one promotional sit-down. Her eyes, weary but bright, bear the burden of years smiling through sorrow. And now? That silence is done. On social media, fans are branding it the ultimate betrayal, not only to Christine but also to the family unit Kody professed to uphold. Textgate starts trending. Supporters analyze potential moments when tension had perhaps first percolated. Did Christine realize it then during that couchside interview during season 14? Wasn't her reserved posture in the season 15 reunion suppression, not strength? As the hashtag circulates, further drama simmers from an unexpected place, with Paydon, Christine, and Kody's son, uploading a mysterious TikTok. In it, he utters just 3 words, "You don't know." Then he looks at the camera, mute, and continues to hold the gaze until the clip cuts off. No explanation. No hashtags. But everyone knows. They can feel it. Even scarier? Robyn's abrupt silence. Typically eager to share family flashbacks, motivational quotes, or motherhood musings, her social accounts are dark. No fresh material. No posts. And when she's seen leaving a Flagstaff shop with Kody, she appears spent, even pursued. Sunglasses no longer conceal the weariness. Rumors erupt. Is Robyn staying quiet because she knows something? Has Kody finally confessed something to her that he never did to the cameras? Is there a crack even in the seemingly impenetrable wall of their relationship? Meanwhile, TLC producers are said to be scrambling. Ratings are through the roof, yes. But so are feelings. This isn't about entertainment anymore. This is actual pain. Actual family harm. And Christine's bravery has opened a floodgate no one appears capable of closing. Insiders say the next tell-all will be the most explosive one yet, not only due to what Kody might finally have to confront, but because Meri is getting ready to pipe up, too. Who's Meri? The first wife. The one who experienced the first wounds. When Robyn came into the picture, she's remained relatively silent, keeping her dignity intact after years of public displays of sorrow. But recently, she posted a selfie captioned, "Sometimes silence protects the wrong people." Fans immediately flooded the comments. Is she ready to talk? Is this about Kody's manipulation? We've been waiting for this. And Christine, ever the quiet rebel, reposts Meri's quote with one word, exactly. That single word carries thunder. Even Janelle seems to join the chorus. In a Raw live session, she responds to a fan query on regret. Her eyes flash with something naked as she answers, "I regret not listening earlier. To my gut. To Christine. Even to myself." The sister wives, broken and isolated once, are looping back around to each other, not in polygamy, but in mutual comprehension. Mutual betrayal. Mutual recovery. But the weight is building, particularly on Kody. He's not the fun, crazy hub of the family anymore. He's the calm in the middle of the storm. And everybody is watching what he's going to do next. Will he own up to the so-called texts? Will he attempt to defend it again as emotional survival? Or will he do what he's done throughout his life, blame shift, spin, and cover for Robyn no matter what? The fans are not passive anymore. They're loud, disciplined, and emotionally attached. The Brown family is no longer on television. It's a national discussion on loyalty, love, gender roles, and emotional abandonment. And now that discussion is being led by Christine. Her book lands on the New York Times bestseller list within 48 hours. Talk shows phone in. Podcasts have her as a guest. Women write in by the thousands, "You gave me the courage to leave. Your story is my story. I'm not alone anymore." It's no longer about Kody's betrayal. It's about Christine's bravery. But in the shadows of this new chapter, new rumors begin to stir. Some say a Brown child, one of the older ones, is preparing to release a memoir of their own. Others suggest a leaked video from TLC history, scenes from which were edited out for fear of hurting Kody's reputation too much. Leaks. Rumors. Deleted confessionals. The Brown dynasty isn't cracking. It's breaking apart. And Christine? She's not sitting on the sidelines any longer. She's the one with the match. This family's drama is far from over, so smash like if you're #TeamWives, subscribe for the next explosive update, and drop a comment below. Who do you think will win? Stay shady, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next scandal. Kiss mark Behind TLC Sister Wives out.